All right, so just getting this thing set up with our Hanover Horde taking on the Knights from Franklin, Tennessee. So just give us a few minutes to get this thing set up, and we'll be ready to go. Just back in a few minutes. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Boopsiva!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. I need you. Nice. Go. Group in. Now. Push in. We don't have to dead. Good game. Good.
All right, welcome back. Here we're jumping into the map. We lost the coin toss, and the Franklin Knights selected Lijiang Tower. This is a control map. So both teams are working on trying to secure this point right here. This is the first point. Both teams will be released at the same time. They'll head towards the point. Typically, you try to get to the point first. There's a couple different routes, but the main direct route is through this corridor right here. That's the fastest way here, which is most will take, which means a lot of the battle will take place right here. Really fun to watch this first battle before the point is secured. So it looks like the Horde are going to be running. Pizza Freak is going to be running his Reaper. Hitscan is going to be running Genji. Horde PC6 Kid MDK is going to be running Reinhardt. Lantern's running Lucio. Milk My Sheep is running Diva. And Weirdo is going to be running Moira. And from the Knights, they're going to be running Junkrat, Lucio, Reinhardt, Reaper, Diva, and Baptiste. All right, so here we go. The Horde are in red. The Knights are in blue, and looks like the Horde get here first. And we're going to move back towards defending this point here. Lots happening here. Kid MDK does get a nice elimination of their Junkrat. Gets another elimination of their Baptiste. Reinhardt on Reinhardt goes in favor of the Horde here. And all the Knights are sent back to spawn, minus Junkrat. And the Horde will start earning credit towards the point. So a good first push here, pushing back the Knights to kick this thing off. Laying heavy fires down here in this tight little corridor that they're coming through. The Horde are deciding to hold this this point. They do manage to get that Reinhardt. Diva's pushing in deep here. Going to take the fight to the other Diva here at their spawn and demech them. A lot of fighting. The Horde pressing deep into this one to take out the majority of the Knights and send them back. There's a little fight going on back here, but they ultimately take out the Reinhardt from the opposing team. Here comes an ultimate unleashed with the Diva bomb. Doesn't find anybody home there as the Horde kind of retreat from their spawn camping that they're doing, giving them a little bit of room to come out of spawn. Alright, so they'll go back to holding this corridor. Looks like they might be taking the high ground route. We'll see. Looks like they are coming down here. Down through this corridor. You see Beat got unleashed here. Pizza Freak unleashes his ultimate. Reinhardt unleashes his. That's going to take out the majority of the Knights. Pizza Freak does take out Weirdo's Moira. But they're going to have to head on back to spawn and start over. 72% owned by the Horde. Hitscan gets a nice elimination of their junk. So holding the spawn here. Going to be a Diva on Diva battle. The Milk My Sheep taking on the Diva from the opposing team. They're going to drive Milk back to his spawn here. To his point, I should say. Here comes a Diva bomb. Nicely shielded by the Reinhardt, Kid MDK. 3 or 4 more eliminations. There goes Junkrat Tire. Only does manage to get the Diva or the Reinhardt for the Horde, but that is a critical elimination. But looks like everybody has concentrating fires on this Diva here, and even though they were able to secure the point for a second, the timer gets flipped. But just in enough time for them to get back. Here comes another Diva bomb going off, and that does little to no damage here, but they're able to clear the rest of the Knights off the point and get the first point of this map.
Score 0-1.
Alright, so this is a control map, so there's going to be 2 points. Each team will try to secure the second point. And there'll be a third if needed. Alright, looks like the Horde are going to be running a Junkrat, a Genji, Ball, a Zenyatta. Lantern's going to be running a Zenyatta. Actually, they're swapping comps up a lot. Looks like it's going to be a Junkrat. Hitscan's going to be running a Doomfist. Oh man, they keep switching. And now they're switching back Actually, Hitscan is running his Doom. Kid MDK is running Reinhardt. Lantern's going to be running a Zen. Milk Machine's running his normal Diva. And Maul Spiff, or Weirdo, is running Vegeta. Alright, so tight fight in the corridor here. Pizza Freak and Kid MDK both get a nice eliminations. That's going to send, with eliminations by Milk My Sheep, Hitscan, that's going to send the team back to spawn and reset this thing. And the Horde will start earning credit towards the point. So the Horde's going to be pressing forward to this choke here. Lantern gets a nice elimination of their Reaper. Do manage to break that Reinhardt shield. Hammer strike by Kid MDK. Junkrat Tire, Pizza Freaks, Junkrat Tire comes in. 1, 2, 3 elimination, followed up by eliminations. A couple of the Horde members. It's going to send the team back to spawn. And 43% on the clock for the Horde and building. Again, Franklin always fields really tough teams. I think their top 2 teams are the Nomads and the Shogun. So I imagine this is probably a newer gold team for them that's just working their way into the gold rank. They might have a season under their belt. But there's a Junkrat Tire. Doesn't do much to the Horde, does demech the Diva. But Reinhardt on Reinhardt goes in favor of Kid MDK and the Horde. And that's going to send the majority of them back to spawn. So continuing to hold this door. Reinhardt gets a limb. Tracer looks like Hitscan swapped over to Tracer, gets elimination. Maul Spiff, Milk My Sheep. Hitscan gets another elimination. Everybody's getting in on the action, and that's going to give the Horde their second point and the victory. So GG's all around. See who the player of the game is. Maybe that Junkrat Tire. Actually, it's Reinhardt. Reinhardt, Kid MDK. Let's take a look at this. This was on the first point. It's a good job. There's the hammer strike, and with that, he's able to clean up 1, 2 eliminations, and then with Reaper and Weirdo getting a couple more, really sent the majority of the team back to reset, recock, and push again. So great first round. Let's credit the Horde with the first map points there, and we'll take a short break. We'll come back for a second map. Stick around. Welcome back. We are moving into round 2 of this best of 3 match with the Franklin Knights. Our Hanover Horde had a pretty dominant first round, but we'll see what kind of comp changes and what the Franklin team brings to the fight. They are always a tough team, and they always manage to bring some really good strategy to the game. So it's a lot of fun to play them on a week-to-week basis. This is a hybrid map. Welcome to Nubani. Hybrid map, you need to capture the point, which is right here. You can see the payload right here. So once you capture the payload, you get 1 point, and then you got to push it to 2 more points for a total of 3 points. Each team will get an opportunity to attack and defend, and the Horde will defend first. So it looks like the Horde is going to be running, Pizza Freak's going to be running a Torb, second Torb presence of today. I love it. Torb heavy here in Hanover. We got Hitscan running Hanzo, Winston being run by Kid MDK, Lantern running a Zen, Milk My Sheep running his Diva, and Wallspiff Weirdo running Ana. From the Knights, they're going to be running a Junkrat, a Lucio, a Reinhardt, a Reaper, a Diva, and a Baptiste. Alright, so here comes the Knights pushing in. Looks like they're going to be taking this high ground entry. It looks like the Horde are ready for it. Set up here with the Diva ambush, but ultimately D-Mech there.
Time to raise my APM.
Alright, they do manage to get through the corridor, but not without suffering, losing one of their supports. Losing both supports quickly. Milk My Sheep takes out their Lucio. Then follows up with elimination on their Junkrat, so that's going to cause them to reset there. He gets a boop of 1-2. I think it was a boop. It takes out the Reaper and the Reinhardt of the Knights, and they're going to have to all reset and go back to spawn. You see a little Torm turret there. That's going to reset. Going to move here right above this vehicle. The Diva's going to move in tight on it and take it out, but not before taking damage. Hitscan's going to unleash his ultimate. His Dragon is going to take out the Lucio, so they're probably going to wait a couple seconds, let him respawn and get back in the fight. Trying to get through this tight little corridor here, but Diva's right there to meet him. Milk by Sheep. If you're rooting for the Horde, they are in blue. If you're rooting for the Knights, they are in red. So a lot going on up here in this little corridor, as tends to happen with this map. A little Torb turret there did get taken out. Fighting their way through this tight space here. See, Torb does unleash his ultimate, hits Milk by Sheep, unleashes a Diva Bomb, takes out 2. Hitscan and Pizza Freak are going to clean up the rest of the team and send them back to spawn. 2 minutes, 6 seconds left on the clock for this Knights team to secure this first point. Here comes some Reinhardt charging in. He's going to take a little damage, hide from that Torb turret before his team can get there and take that out. Working through this corridor. Comes Milk My Sheep coming in there. Hanzo unleashes his ultimate. That tight corridor is going to do a lot of damage to take out the Junkrat, the Lucio, and the Reaper of the Knights, and that's going to make them reset their attack here. So let's set up for the next fight. 1 minute, 24 seconds left on the clock. Little Torb turret pushed out there, right behind the bus there. It's going to get in behind the shield of Reinhardt before he notices. Definitely draws their attention away from the push that they were trying to make because they had to deal with that. So slowed down their assault a little bit. Reinhardt tries with the charge. Winston comes crashing down on top of him and is ultimately going to take him out. Pizza Freak with the Torb turret takes out Diva. Again, I love a good day when we get some good quality Torb action in Overwatch. All right, so just 40 seconds left. Knights trying to secure this first point and push that payload the remaining 2 points. We do have some ultimates queued up for the Horde. as well as a couple for the Knights. They did try that Diva Bomb. Didn't do any good though. Pizza Freak gets a couple eliminations with his turret and his hammer. Gets those limbs. That's going to send a majority of the team back to spawn with the team wipe. And just 10 seconds remaining. It's going to require some magic for them to make this happen. You can see we got 2 of the Horde members just camping on the point here, just waiting for this round to finish. So all the Horde needs is 1 tick on the clock, and that'll do it for this week's match. Give them the victory on the week.
Switching sides.
Right, so again, watching the point here. See what each team decides to bring to this fight. The Horde have been kind of swamping up some of their comps, working on some different characters and heroes. Just a few more seconds. This is just round 2 of 8 weeks, so a whole lot of season left in this Overwatch season. We also got the holidays. We're gonna shut down operations for a couple weeks, let everybody enjoy their holidays, do some traveling, and then we'll come right back to it in January to finish out the season. But we got about 2 more weeks of action before we break for the holidays, so that'll put us about the midway point of the season, and then we ultimately finish up January into February. All right, here comes the Horde again. The Horde are in blue. They're going to be running a Bastion. Hitscan's going to be running. Pizza Freak's running Bastion. Hitscan's going to be running Hanzo. Kid MDK's running Roadhog. Lantern's running Lucio. Diva is run by Milk My Sheep, and Maul Spiff is running Ana. And then on defense, they've got a Junkrat, Lucio, Reinhardt, Reaper, Diva, and Baptiste. Nice hook there by Kid MDK. Take out the Lucio. And the Horde are already here deep into point. 1, 2, 3, 4 eliminations. And just like that, they'll probably pretty quickly earn a tick here and end this match pretty quickly. So pretty dominant performance for the Horde. But again, I think this Knights team is still young, just trying to figure out how to play in this gold division. Tough match for them, but they'll learn and they'll get better pretty quickly. This is a pretty stout Horde team. But I'm sure there's a lot to be learned, and they'll be back later this season. Here you see Hitscan completion, a couple good shots there. That's when he shot that ultimate right down in that corridor with this dragon, and I think it ultimately wound up being a team wipe. So GG's to our friends out there in Franklin. Good match. Let's credit the Horde for their 2nd point there and the victory on the week, and that'll do it. I don't think they'll have an appetite for a 3rd one at this point. I could be wrong, but we'll end the stream there. Thanks for tuning in. That's going to wrap up our matches for this week. We'll see you next week. Thanks a lot. Take care.